Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is video number 2 of 3 in a three-part series titled Artificial Intelligence AI in the field of biology and in the field of healthcare and medicine. So in this video, we're going to study and we're going to learn, and I've done a lot of research to share with you how AI is impacting the field of biology. If you want to continue with us on the next one, we're going to take a look at how AI is impacting the field of medicine and healthcare. And my previous video was a full summary of what is AI and really everything about AI that I've learned. So take a look at that. If you're a part of the note taker class and the certificate class, thank you for watching this video. Please continue taking notes. I've done my best to underline things in the video to help you fill out these notes so you can keep learning. I believe that the greatest way of learning is by taking notes. So follow along, it'll be fun. In this video, what we're going to do, we're going to look at an overview of AI's impact on the field of biology. We're going to look at how at biological discovery. We're going to look at genomics. We're going to look at agentic AI. We're going to look at the virtual cell and conservation AI. Before making this video, I had no idea really on any of this. I've heard things as a biology teacher, but I've learned so much, and I hope you can follow along and learn as well. Quick disclaimer, I am not a professional when it comes to understanding AI. I'm actually not even a frequent user of AI. So some of you who are watching this video may be thinking, why are you making this video on AI then? Because I want to learn. And I've learned so much through my research as a teacher, and I'm a lifelong learner, and I want to share it with you. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you can learn something as well. When it comes to AP for those of you who have taken the class, or maybe you haven't, there are 8 units of study. What I've done is I've researched each of these 8. So how has AI impacted each of these units of study? Well, let's go through every single one. Let's look at chemistry. I'm going to read this for you, and if you're taking notes, you can go ahead and keep and take notes with us. If you're just watching this video, then read along with me. So it says that AI is revolutionizing chemistry by dramatically speeding up the discovery of drugs and materials, optimizing complex processes, the synthesis, the manufacturing, predicting molecular properties, or automating lab work, and really creating new efficiencies and sustainable practices. So that's how AI is impacting Unit 1, the chemistry of life. As we look at cells, cell bio, wait, how is AI impacting this cell biology field? By rapidly analyzing complex data, predicting cell behaviors, automating TDM tasks, designing new proteins, and revealing hidden patterns in gene expression, accelerating disease understanding, discovery, and looking at how cells work. As we look at cell energetics, we look at energy, ATP, cell respiration, photosynthesis, what's going on? So take a look and read along as I take a look. And as I read this to you, it predicts protein functions in cell respiration, like the mitochondria. Within the mitochondria, we look at photosynthesis, chloroplasts. We look at the accelerating discovery of new energy. We look at synthetic energy systems. We look at better crop efficiency. We looked at predictive engineering. This is very interesting. Look at Unit 4, cell communication and the cell cycle and mitosis. AI is revolutionizing cell communication by rapidly analyzing complex genomic imaging data, mapping cell social networks. We can predict how cells signal. We can look at cancer research. We can look at development, drug development. We can look understanding cell fate. We can look at artificial intelligence having a profound impact on cancer to better understand it, earlier detection, faster drug discovery, or treatment plans. Okay, now I know I'm reading very quickly, but take a look at this and read it along. And take a look. Feel free to pause it if I'm going too fast. AI is revolutionizing genetics, heredity by rapidly analyzing massive genomic data to predict gene function, identifying disease mutations, designing proteins, etc. We're looking at how shifting biology from discovery to design. We're looking at promising cures, but there's also some ethical concerns here as well. How much of this should we control? How much of it should we not? So that's a whole nother topic, and you can take a look at the ethical parts of what people are raising concerns about AI. As we look at gene expression and regulation, we're almost done. AI is transforming the study of biology, gene expression and regulation. CRISPR, which has been out for at least 10 years, I'd say, is how we can actually edit genes, right? AI is significantly improving the precision, efficiency, and safety of these technologies. So that's all only adding to it, enabling, right, these different research. Now, natural selection, as we know it, really deals with animals and the ecosystem. However, when I did some research, this really talked about humans. So I thought this was interesting. AI impacts natural selection by altering human environments and behaviors, influencing mate choice, even dating apps, attention, social media algorithms, and skills needed for success. So it takes a look at adaptation, reproduction. It looks at altering social structures. I thought that was very interesting. So AI is impacting all of them. And let's look at the last one, ecology. AI is revolutionizing biology and ecology by rapidly analyzing massive data sets. We look at new species, we look at map habitats, we look at climate impacts, we look at wildlife, etc. Okay, so let's take a look at the lab, the biological discovery. AI has definitely turned biology into an engineering problem. Instead of years of trial and error, scientists are now using AI to simulate and predict biological outcomes. This first one was really interesting. We all know that shape determines function, but protein folding and design, there's a Nobel winning breakthrough models, and you can look these up, and I've put them in blue. AlphaFold 3 and ESM3, they can now predict the structure and the interactions of nearly all biological molecules, proteins, DNA, RNA, which allows scientists to now design new proteins to fight specific diseases from scratch. I thought that was very, very, very interesting. We can also take a look at rapid drug discovery. And I don't know these apps or these companies, but you can look them up. Platforms like Pharma.AI or Phase 5 V are reducing drug development timelines from a decade to just a few years now. They can screen millions of chemical compounds in minutes. And that's where they're using AI to their advantage. And they can look at target how it's going to bind to target proteins without causing any toxic side effects. Here's another one, predicting disease from DNA. New 2025 tools like V2P. I've never looked at that, so you can research that if you want. It can analyze a person's unique DNA mutations and it can forecast exactly which diseases are more likely to trigger decades before symptoms even appear. You may have heard of a field called generative genomics. I'm going to quickly talk to you about that. What is generative genomics? It uses AI and machine learning. We talked about that in the first video to design and engineer novel DNA sequences, proteins, or even genomes, aiming to make biology as programmable as software. I thought that was interesting there as well, but take a look at what's going on by predicting genetic changes affecting function, medicine, biotech, and even agriculture. Evo 2, this biological large learning model, much like ChatGPT, predicts the next word in a sentence. And it says, I haven't looked at this. Take a look at this if you'd like, and if you're interested. Evo 2 can predict the next nucleotide in DNA sequence. It can essentially write entirely new genetic sequences up to 1 million letters long, etc., designed to curing diseases, etc. So that's just what it is. And this is a huge breakthrough in 2025. As we take a look at this de novo protein design, I haven't done any research on this as well, but we've moved beyond predicting how proteins like AlphaFold or protein hallucination, they can use diffusion models to hallucinate entirely new proteins that don't exist in the natural world but are perfectly shaped to bind to a specific virus, etc. So take a look at that as well. As we look at agentic AI, really what we're looking at is, if you don't know what that is, this is a term for autonomous AI systems that can independently set goals, plan, reason, and take actions to achieve complex objectives with minimal human oversight. So as you can see, autonomous researchers. I thought that was really interesting. There's a system, you can look this up. I have not, like Google's AI co-scientist 2025 that can independently research a topic, generate a new hypothesis, design an experiment, draft a research proposal. In one test that confirmed a bacterial gene transfer in about 48 hours that took human researchers about 10 years to verify. Now, not everything is true when it comes to this, but it definitely helps research, as we can see. As we continue, here's another technology, robotic technicians. These agentic systems can connect AI brains to robotic arms, and a biologist agent can write a protocol. A technician agent can execute it on lab hardware, etc., using computers and petri dishes to check it for errors, etc. Let's take a look at the virtual cell, and this is exactly what it sounds like, but it's simulated life. Instead of just testing a drug, let's say on an animal cell first, 2025, this AI model can simulate how a drug model can interact with a different scale of a cell, from individual atoms to entire metabolic pathways. There's something I researched called scaling laws. For the first time, we're seeing scaling laws um, just by adding more power and data, made ChatGPT smarter, adding more genomic and proteomic data and models. So once again, incorporating AI when it comes to studying the cell, this digital twin of a cell. This one was highly interesting to me, conservation AI. So this idea of soundscope ecology AI now monitors tropical forests by listening to thousands of hours of audio quickly. It can then identify the presence of endangered species, detect illegal logging in real time, and even map out how food webs are shifting due to climate change. I thought that was very interesting. Species discovery automated platforms, and I've never used this, you can look it up, like Antenna, use computer vision to identify hundreds of new insect species every month, a massive knowledge gap in our understanding of Earth's biodiversity, incredible biodiversity. Take a look at some of the reflection questions. What did you learn and what do you remember from this lesson on AI? Here's a reflection question. What is one use of AI in biology that surprised you? Here's a brainstorm question. Where else have you seen the impact of AI on biology? Here's another brainstorm question. 10 years from now, this even 1 year from now, even 5 years from now, it's going to change rapidly. Even this video is going to become outdated at some point. How do you think AI will continue to impact the field of biology? And then what are some questions you have? Research. I think you learn when you research, and I did as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one if you can join us for the last video.